want to know what everyone's age range is, like how far they would date up.
That's a good question.
We'll start with you.
It just depends on what, like, everyone's gonna hate this answer.
Just give a straight answer.
Depends on the person.
Jesus.
Depends on what's in here.
What's the youngest? What's the oldest? It's on the heart.
I guess the oldest would probably be like 40s.
Wow.
But what about
So,
what's in their heart?
20-ish years older than you?
Yeah.
15 to 20. Would you date younger?
Yeah.
How much younger?
Like 21, probably is the youngest.
Would you date someone your mom's age?
See, that's why I said like 40s range.
So they have to be younger than your mom and they're good.
I think anyone of that age would freak my parents out if they were around their age, like if I dated them. So
Okay.
I say 7 years.
7 years
Yeah.
up and down?
Up. No, not down. I don't think I would
Only
be.
up.
I don't think I'd be willing to date somebody younger than me.
Yeah, like 22 to 42, whatever.
You wouldn't date down?
No, I'm 27, so 22
Oh,
would be
okay,
younger.
okay.
They just got to be able to like
Sorry, I thought you were
be
younger.
legal drinking age.
Yeah, wouldn't be fun.
Yeah.
So I was born in 99, so my age range is the 90s. So minimum 1 year younger and maximum like 9-10 years older. I guess the most I'd push it is maybe like 12-13 years, but I don't want to date someone who's in their mid 30s or later. So like 32-33 would be the most.
I'd say like I wouldn't date younger than me, but probably like up to 10 years older than me.
Yeah, I'd say about 27 to 30 range, and then I don't date younger than me just because I feel like it's too close to 18. Makes me feel creepy. So I'm like 21 and up for sure, and then my cutoff is like I'd say 30.
I think my max would probably be older, like 8 years older, and as far as younger, maybe like max 3 years younger than I.
I don't think I would date younger. I think I like older men because they're
You're
just a little more
19 though.
mature. I mean, yeah, but just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like even if I was older, I don't think I would date younger either.
Yeah.
But
It's just because women mature and are ready to settle down at a much younger age than men, especially
Yeah.
with like fertility and stuff. Women want to, by nature, be having children between like 18 and 28.
Yeah.
And men don't usually want to settle down until they're in their 30s and have an established career.
Wait, what?
we were talking about like,
We're talking about age gaps. Men
if I-
generally prefer to settle down when they're older, past 25, when by nature, ideally, women are most fertile when they're younger than 25
I'm super
or around
fertile.
that age.
I do want to say, like, so just on the age gap thing, before you criticize older men for liking younger women, remember that younger women
I did
like
not.
older men.
I didn't criticize it. True.
And also, what ends up happening, you got like, okay, so a 23-year-old man, let's say he can't get a 23-year-old woman, but when he turns 33, maybe he can. So could it also be the case that women start this cycle by rejecting men their own age when they're in their 20s?
Oh, 100%. All of us just
Boom.
said almost the
Boom.
entire panel stated.
Lawyered.
You keep agreeing with me and then saying checkmate. It's not checkmate if we agreed from the beginning.
Well, okay, how about this? Is it weird? Does it give you the ick if a...
I hate that fucking word, but go ahead.
Okay, so I'm 34. Would it give you... Let's make this personal. I'm 34. Would it give you the ick if I was dating a 19-year-old?
I would...
I think that's a yes, but...
I would only... No, I would say no. But if you specifically were going into environments that you knew only 18 to 20-year-olds were and specifically looking for someone of that age range, I would find that to be predatory.
Let's say she reached out to me.
I think that's
She
fine.
contacted
And I
me.
said this last time to you. I think it's fine if people naturally meet, if they're both of consensual age and they naturally meet, that's fine. But older men who specifically target, which is a small percentage, but older men who specifically target and prey on younger women, I think that's
I don't know about this whole predatory
Yeah, it's about
thing.
the prey
That's
thing.
pretty loaded, Malik.
It's very loaded.
It is
It's very loaded. In the same way that you say, well, these high
I had
school
a woman tell me that
teenagers.
a guy with arthritis was a predator because he had arthritis. On this very show, I'm not kidding. She really said that, Malik. What's a predator here?
A predator is someone who preys on the more innocent, the more naive, the more unintelligent.
What does it mean to
whatever.
prey?
So if he just
You can
runs
pull up the
in,
definition.
to
Pull
one-
up the definition of prey if you don't know, Brian.
No, sorry, hang on. If he just runs in to a woman who is more naive and less intelligent and this and that, and they hit it off and they get married,
That's
you
great.
don't give a shit.
Let them live happily ever after.
Right?
Yes, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, okay, so then what would make it predatory exactly?
It doesn't. It's not predatory at all. It's if they naturally meet. But if someone is going into environments, I personally have known people who back when I was in college.
Hang on. Let's back up. It's not predatory for any of the values that you consider that this guy is looking for, which makes him a predator, to not be predatory as long as he finds them randomly.
No.
Are you serious, Malik?
Andrew, we both don't differ that much on opinions. You're trying to word this in a way deliberately.
Well, yeah, that's because you're deliberately using the word predatory.
Yes,
You got a
okay.
problem with the word predatory.
Let me give
here.
you love
I really
examples.
need this fleshed out.
Andrew, you love examples. Let me give you an example. There
Okay.
is someone who is in your age range, okay? Not targeting you specifically, but one of your friends, right? And he is interested in finding a long-term partner. And when he goes on dating apps, he sets his age range to maximum 20 years old on a dating app, or he goes to college parties or environments where there's only younger girls. Would you not find that behavior odd?
Predatory, though?
Yes, I find that predatory as well.
Oh, yeah. So can we get back to the idea of predatory? Even if I found it
Brian,
odd,
can you pull up the
what would make
definition?
What would make it predatory?
My laptop
I want to
stopped
know what it
working,
makes
sorry.
it predatory, Malik.
Checkmate,
That's my problem
then.
here.
Why don't you want to pull up the definition of predatory or prey?
I mean, I can. I don't think it's going to help you much.
I think they're
but-
just hung up on the actual.
Do you want to
like,
just
the
pull it
word.
up? Because I don't think...
Or at least the
But
connotation.
you,
Because I
it's
think that
interesting
she's
to me.
trying to use a
I
loaded
don't think we're
word in
You
order to
use
make
the
people
word.
like that out to be. So,
I'm using the
listen.
word correctly.
Wait,
It seems
hang
that
on,
you
hang on,
both may
Malik,
not know
Malik.
the definition.
Would you consider men, right, sickos who prowl the streets at night looking for women to SA? They would be predatory, wouldn't they?
Yes.
Yes, okay, so that's why I have a problem with you using that word for this, because I think you're trying to equate what we think of when we think of the word predatory as dangerous human being who's a predator, who's doing horrible things, to this guy who you can't actually make an argument for why they're doing
I'm not
something
calling them-
wrong. So you use the word predator in order to make them look bad or give a moral implication. That's why I have a
I'm
problem.
not calling
with
them future sex offenders.
That's fitting.
Brian, please pull up the definition of prey.
You use the word though, so shouldn't you know what
I
the
know the definition,
of...
and I know I'm using the
Here,
word
how about-
correctly.
I'll-
But you
I
do
will
not
pull
think...
it up. I will pull it up. Why don't you tell us what the definition is first, and we'll counter check it to what I pull up. So tell us
If
what the
I tell you the definition, then I want you to also tell me the definition before we fact check.
I didn't use the word.
But you are telling me I'm using the word incorrectly when I know
Did
I'm using
I?
it correctly.
Did I say that?
Am I-
Okay, relating
Andrew is?
to or denotating an animal
Wait.
or animals preying
Keep that
naturally
one.
on
Oh.
others. 2, seeking to exploit or oppress others. I think that number 2 would be the thing that you would be going for. Seeking to exploit or oppress, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So,
Sure.
Great.
why would it be oppressive
Great, Malik.
or exploitative to do this between these two people
Yeah, Malik.
who agree to do this who are adults?
Okay.
Yeah, why?
So you are exploiting the fact that they have no knowledge of the real world, and you could easily take advantage of someone who is a lot younger and more naive than yourself. If that is your only age range, you should reflect on yourself. Why don't you want women who are in their 20s?
Hang on. Just the argument. Why is it oppressive or exploitative?
It is. I just explained it. You can keep playing the song,
Yeah,
and
but
I
I don't want you
know.
to ramble. I just want the simple, concise argument from you, Malik. Why is it exploitative or oppressive?
Cue the music.
The key to the music.
I'm sorry you didn't hear the first time I answered, but it is exploitive to specifically target as a dating preference women who you know may be way more naive and have way
Well, hang
less
on,
life experience
maybe.
than you.
Wait, so maybe.
Yes, there's
If
exceptions.
you're using the
There-
word maybe, that means that they also
Who are
may not
probably-
be getting.
who are-
Hang on. That also means that they may not be getting exploited, right?
Yeah, but there's a high probability that
Oh, there's a high
they could get taken
probability of
advantage
the
of
exploitation.
by an older man.
Now, why would a younger woman want to date an older man, Alec?
To exploit their money, usually.
Yeah,
I said
duh.
it's wrong
So
both
they're
ways.
being
I said it's wrong
hyper-predatory
both
towards these
ways.
older men, Malik. What a bunch of sick women these young
I
women
agree.
are. That
I
going after
agree.
These older men.
I agree.
Hyper-predatory,
All right.
aren't they?
Like I said, Andrew, we could argue about
Yeah,
this for
well,
2 hours.
Maybe we can come back to it.